Someone made this comment on my channel and it made me want to do a test, man. So pretty much what we're going to do here is testing if you could predict maybe gems, busts, and what I would call normal players, man. We're going to do a smaller sample size. You could do this amongst thousands of players. We're going to do it in a smaller sample size, but I really want to test if just by looking at the deal breaker, is it possible to guess or maybe predict a person's, if they're gonna be a gem or a bust. That would be tremendous if you can, man. Even if it's a small percentage, it will be worth it, man. So if you enjoyed this content, like, comment, subscribe, check out the ebook down below, and let's hop into the video. So in my guide comment, pretty much what he said, it seems like there's two deal breakers that from his experience predicts maybe if a guy is going to be a gem more often, man. And it got a few people to like it. I think it had like double-digit likes on it. So that made me think, okay, other people must have noticed this. So let's put it to the test. And the two archetypes he mentioned was championship contender and brand exposure seems to have more gems than the other three archetypes that he mentioned seems to have maybe more non-gems. And those threes are going to be playing time, conference prestige, and he also said coach prestige as well. So we added pretty much 17 guys of each. And we're going to do a couple different tests with this, but we added 17 guys of each. Like I said, we have 17 combined championship contender and brand exposure deal breaker guys. We scouted all of them to see if how many are a bust, how many a gem, and then we added 17 of the combination of conference prestige, playing style, and coach prestige as well to see how many of those guys are a gem or a bust or a normal. And we're going to put all of that information together, and we're going to do this amongst multiple different players. So first we started off with nothing but 4 stars right here, man. 4 stars, and it might be 1 5-star in here. No, it looks like it's all 4 stars. So the first 17 players, like I said, those are guys he said are more often to be a gem. And out of these 17 players, we found 2 gems. 2 gems. The rest were just normal. And so 15 normals and 2 gems out of the first 17. No busts at all. Now, the next 17 of the combined deal breakers that he mentioned are less likely to be a gem. In this situation, we found 2 gems, 12 normals, and 3 bust players, man. 3 players with the red X. So in that first run, we do see something vastly different, man. In the first group, we only saw 2, like I said, we saw 2 gems, but no bust players. In this run, we have 3 busts, 2 gems, and 12 normals. So guess what? We're going to sim a week, and here we got nothing but 4 stars. We're going to do the same exact test with nothing but 3 stars, and then we're going to do the test again and again, and we're going to put all the numbers together to see how it looks, to see if it's comparable, man. Like I said, it's going to be a small sample size compared to all the players in the nation, but it's better than no sample size at all. So what I did here is the first half of these 34 players, the first 17 of them all have the brand exposure and the championship contender deal breaker, while the second half of 17 all have the other 3 deal breakers that we're testing. And all I'm doing here is just coming over here to fully scout. I'm just going to scout all these players, and once I scout them, I'm just going to compare who is better, like who has more gems, more busts. It's also worth mentioning I've added random players, man. I didn't cherry pick a position group. All I did was sort by, the national rank and just added the first players at every single deal breaker that we was looking for and just added those guys. So we have a little bit of all position groups, even have a kicker, a punter here as well. It's just random position groups. So let's go ahead, fully scout these guys, and let's see what we got. So this go around with the 3 stars, it has shifted. So with all of the archetypes, the brand exposure and the championship contender, we have got 2 gems, only 2 gems this time, 12 normal, and we found 3 bust players, man. 3 bust players. So the myth, it could be a myth. It might not be true. Now, when it comes to the other archetypes that supposed to have less gems and maybe even more busts, this time, same exact thing, man. 2 gems, 12 normals, and 3 busts. Or actually, is one last player down here I didn't get to fully scout because we ran out of hours. So let me advance and scout him. So after fully scouting him, he's actually a gem, even though his attributes don't look that good. So that move up to 3 gems. and only 11 normals. So 3 gems and 3 busts here for this group. Let's advance to the next year. And we're going to do the same exact thing with 4 stars and 3 stars once again. That should conclude our test, and we should have some type of idea of if this is a myth or if it's true. So we ended up just making a brand new dynasty, same exact team, same exact everything, and we just did the same thing where we scouted these guys, man. And we also added the first 17 players, our championship contender or brand exposure deal breaker, and the second 17 obviously are the other 3 deal breakers. So what we found here, man, the 4 stars, this is all 4 stars, random players, 4 gems here, man. Out of the first 17, 4 gems are, you know, they're gems with this championship contender and brand exposure, and 0 bust players, man. The rest are just normal. So that's going to be 13 normal. Now, the interesting part is we have yet to see any at all bust players out the 4 stars when it comes to brand exposure and championship contender. Am I saying there's none out there? I'm not saying that, but we have yet to see it in this experiment. Now, for the other archetypes that's supposed to be worse, or the other deal breakers that's supposed to be worse, here we've seen 4 gems also, and only 1 bust, 12 normals. So let's do this one more time with the 3 stars. It's looking kind of even. I'm not gonna lie, man. This myth might be busted, but let's try with the 3 stars and see what happens. So last experiment here with the 3 stars, and I think it's a myth. I think it's gonna be a myth here, man. So with the 3 stars, for, you know, the deal breaker that's supposed to be better, we've seen 4 gems, 7 normals, and 6 bust players. So yeah, especially for the 3 stars, I would say this is definitely maybe busted. And this is a super small sample size when you compare it to all the players out there. And this go around for the other deal breakers that's supposed to be worse, we have seen 3 gems, 12 normals, and 2 bust players, man. So let's add all these players up. So after doing all of the math, combining the good deal breakers, supposed to be good deal breakers, and the supposed to be bad deal breakers for the 4 and 3 star players, completely even. Even. For the deal breakers that's supposed to be good, championship contender and brand exposure, 12 gems combined from the 3 stars and 4 stars, 47 normals, and 9 busts. Same exact numbers for the other deal breakers, man. I think the myth is busted for at least 3 stars. When we look at the 4-star players, we did not see a 4-star bust with the supposed to be better deal breaker, man. But I'm still going to say this is a complete myth. Personally, I think it's a complete myth. I don't think this is a way to pretty much figure out if a player is a bust or a gem. Maybe it's other ways, but I don't think the deal breaker method is one, man. If y'all enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if there's any other test y'all want me to do. I will be sure to drop it. But check out the ebook, and we're on to the next one.